guys live at home right now? Okay. And Stephanie, if I gave you $400 billion and I told you you had to buy a house, a car, and a boat, would you think about how you want to spend the money between what's more important to you, or would you just equally distribute the money?
What's more important to me?
Okay. So the reason I'm asking this is because I want to talk to you guys about the 2010 census and how important it is to fill out the census. The census is actually required by law that you fill it out. It was actually sent out this year in March. The deadline for it actually has passed. It passed April 16th. So why am I asking you guys to fill out a census if the deadline has already passed? Our national participation rate is actually only at 77%. So on a scale of 0 to 100, that's really like a C+. So what they're doing is that on May 1st, people who work for the census are going to go out to a third of the houses that have not filled out their census and convince them to fill it out. So the census this is the shortest census ever. It has 10 questions on it. It takes about 10 minutes to fill out. It asks your name, your age, your race, and your gender, and your relationship to the other people in the house. And if you live at home, you should have already gotten it. And if you don't live at home, you don't count yourself on the census. Like, it should be sent to wherever you live at. So, according to Montgomery County, Maryland.gov, the benefits of filling out the census are, it tells you like the demographics of how many people live within a certain state so that you have enough representatives representing your state. There's $400 billion in federal funds that need to be distributed between like schools, hospitals, public services, emergency services, and of course that affects us. We all go to school, we all use like, hospitals for emergencies and stuff. And according to Representative Joe Wilson, he's a South Carolina representative, if you forget to send out your census, for every house that a census worker is going out to on May 1st, it's costing taxpayers $57. And if every household in the U.S. did their part in filling out the census, it would save taxpayers $1.5 billion. And in this recession, who wouldn't want to save money? We also lose thousands of federal dollars for every person that's not counted for the census. You also risk getting fined $100 for not filling it out, and you risk getting fined $500 for filling it out with false information. So there are a lot of reasons on why people don't fill out the census, and it's because of privacy issues. People don't feel comfortable giving out that much information about themselves. When actually Title 13 of the U.S. Code protects us from that. It protects all the information that's on there. Whoever works for the census, they take an oath where they are not allowed to disclose any sort of information to anybody. And the consequences, if they do, is a $250,000 fine, 5 years in prison, or both. So according to CBSNews.com, a different representative, Michelle Bachmann, she was just like, the Constitution doesn't require me to disclose all that information. All they really need to know is in age and my gender. So she kind of is risking a fine of $100 by not filling out all the information on the census. People who don't really fill out the census are also have low income, and 7 out of people who don't participate in the census have high school education level or less. And another reason is that people just kind of lack awareness and interest in filling out the census. They just don't think it's very important. According to peoplepress.org, 16% of the U.S. people have never even heard of the census. But the government has spent a lot of money in funding and advertising for the census. They have Super Bowl ads, they've had Winter Olympic advertisements, they even funded a Ford Fusion sports car because NASCAR is really big. They're just doing whatever they can to get people to fill out the census and to increase the national participation rate. And large urban areas also have low response rates. And according to PewResearch.com, a big main reason that people don't fill it out is age. younger people just tend not to just care about it. So it is just really important because it does affect us. Like I said, we do all go to school. We want the money going to the right places. We want everybody to be counted, and it would really just save us a lot of money. And there really are no disadvantages because it's like the whole privacy, and the whole privacy thing is just not really an issue because you are protected by Title 13, and people who immigrants living illegally in the United States are scared of deportation. They're scared, like, why would they risk filling out the census? Because they just kind of feel, well, I'm here illegally anyways. Nobody really knows I'm here. So what does it matter? It does matter because it's like, even if you are here illegally or not, they just want to be able to fund money to help anybody and everybody. So the benefits are unlimited. So if you haven't sent out your census yet, you know, save yourself a headache, send it out so that nobody has to come out to your house on May 1st to bother you guys and to be like, you know, fill out your census.